What's going on, people? Look, tell me y'all agree with this. Look, working, right? You're going to have employees that's going to be coming and going. People may get fired. People may get laid off. People may quit. And then you have a little room for new employees, your new co-workers. Now, this is every time, y'all. This is every time. Every time new employees or employees that you just met come in, and or you've been gone for a minute, you come in and there's new employees there. These are your new co-workers. And you be like, hey, what's going on? My name is such and such. And they introduce themselves. And in some cases, they may come off kind of cool, calm, collected. And the first thing we may start talking about is what we used to do, how long we've been doing it. Oh man, I do this and I do that. I'm from here, I'm from there. I'm the best at this. You do this, where you from? And trying to get, to know each other, right? And then as they working or whatever, as they're there, everything may seem to be kind of cool, and you're always agreeing with them. They're always agreeing with you. Y'all laughing, and snickering, and got something in common with watching the Bulls game. Now, I'm just saying an example. I'm just giving an example. You got music in common, and, for some employees, they like the chief, smoke weed, get their drink on, and everything seemed to be going so cool. And within maybe a week or two or to a month, for some reason, when you keep being around these people at work, you get to see their true colors. Everybody seemed to be so cool and calm and collected and agreeing and seemingly working so hard and desperate to get the job done when they first arrived. And then within a couple of weeks later, they're lousy. They're drama. They're gossipers. They're meddlers. They always calling off, complaining. They're envying. They're jealous. The list goes on. They're sycophants. They're sucking up to the manager. You be like, where all this come from? No, it was always there. These new dodos that act like this, it was already there. They were performing. They put on this mask, coming off as they were good people and fooling you to thinking that they were going to be the best employees at the company and that you should be okay with them and all. And then in the snap of a finger, we're not talking about months later or years later. We're talking about days to weeks later, yo. These people transform like what? You can't stand these people all of a sudden. They always gossiping about the next person that's not doing their job. They come in with an attitude. They always seemingly got other things to do outside the job. And they all of a sudden got another job. Well, I can't come in on this day. You got me in too early. Well, that's what you signed up for. No, you came in 3 days in a row at that time. Now all of a sudden you can't come in. Well, I'm getting tired of this now. My baby daddy, he not willing to drop me off no more. My baby mama, she's filing child support, and I'm having some mental spasms because I'm on, and I ain't gonna have no coffee to get to work, and it's just too much right now, and and it just goes on and on. You have to be careful when new employees come on the scene. Be careful. And what I mean by this, you can't always, judge these people like that. Oh, they cool. They come in on time. And it's just less than the 90-day period. It's still probation, y'all. That's why they give you 90-day probation. You see, because it don't take long to see these people for who they are before they get fired or before they decide to quit. 90 days is probably too long. But I'm telling you, chosen one, be careful when you are around these newcomers. You already got drama with the presence. Sorry for the sound. I got my air conditioner on. It's kind of hot today. But You already got present drama with your former co-workers. So when the new people are coming around, you don't want to add on problems. Meaning, don't be quick to tell your business. Don't be quick to prove where you from, where you at, where you live, what you got, how much you got in the bank, what you used to be about, gang bang, how many people you shot, and you just met this dodo, or they just met you. Don't tell these people your business all the time because they're not going to be there long. Not only that, but what you say could be used against you. Co-workers are not your friends. Co-workers are not there to be your friend. I talk to some of these people, and we all know that we are not doing nothing after work together. I say, I'm going walking. Oh, well, I go walking with you. Yeah, we can go. And we know we're not going. Exchange numbers. You know doggone well you're not going to be calling them and they're not going to be calling you. You may be at a high state moment where you feel free to do that, but you know you shouldn't. Some people regret doing that, giving out their number to their co-workers. That's probably today's worst nightmare. Do not give out your number to your co-workers. I don't care how cool they seem to be at work. That's work. Co-workers, managers, they don't have no business having relations with you outside of work. Whatever you're doing outside of work is going to be all over the workplace. New employees, stop telling your business to new employees. Your business is going to be all over the job and it's going to be used against you. Huh? Let's think about it. People today are top-notch pretenders. Everybody for the most except for the truth, which is a handful. There's only a few of the truth out here. For the majority, you have to be careful. The majority are fake. They are pretenders. They would talk, Tamika would talk about Susie, and within 20 minutes, she will ha-ha and hee-hee with Susie in front of David. She would talk to Tamika would talk to David about Susie, downgrading her, disrespecting her behind her back, backstabbing, doing all this, spreading rumors. And within 20 minutes, within a little amount of time, less than an hour, she ha-ha and hee-hee with Susie. Susie doing the same thing. Talking to David, talking to Michael, talking to Sharice about Tamika. And then within 20 minutes, both of them, girl, yeah, what you going with you? Where you going, girl? Yeah, And you be sitting there like, what is this? What is this? And it's practically normal. Being phony today is normal. I can't do it. Huh? I cannot be phony. Now, if I'm in a mode where I have to just distance myself from everybody at work, the hell with my co-workers, I don't care about their feelings right now because they're all dodos. And I'm doing me, getting the job done. I feel good when I ain't talking to nobody. I don't care what nobody say. Huh? I love when people are mad at me. Yes, I do. I like when people are mad to the point where they keep silent. When they don't say nothing to me, I love it. See, these type of people think the opposite. Huh? They think that if I ain't talking to her, and she gonna be mad if I don't say nothing to her. See, that's how they think. We are the opposite of the majority of this world. When you don't speak to the chosen ones, dodos. When you don't speak to the chosen ones, that's peace that you allowing them to have. Hallelujah. Yeah. Huh? Did you know that? That is peace that you are giving, that you are allowing. Hallelujah. Huh? That's all. When we stop talking to you, dodos out there, when the chosen ones, when the chosen few, the set apart ones to say stop talking to y'all, y'all get disrupted. Y'all get disrupted. I can't take this no more. A dodo came at me a couple of weeks ago and told me, I can't stand this. We need to stop not talking to each other. Whatever I did, I apologize. I don't like this. I don't like when you don't talk to me. I apologize. And I was like, huh? I was like, well, you know what? well, at least you apologize and you recognize your mistake. But I'm fat. I'd rather work. I don't want to talk. And then in the snap of a finger, before I click out, in the snap of a finger, the dodo got mad. In a snap of a finger, that dodo got mad because I said I'd rather not talk. Hallelujah! I'd rather work. So if I'd have gave in, if I'd have given in to this dodo, like, okay, I'll talk to you because that's what they wanted, then it would be all over again with the shenanigan. The reason of me stop talking to this dodo would be again and again and again, even though he so-called apologized. Huh? Man, please. Once a fool show you who they are, believe them. Leave these people right where they at. Once again, don't mingle and don't draw too quick and close to new co-workers. Figure them out by their work ethics. When people are quiet, I love people who are quiet and get the job done. That still doesn't mean that we get to go out after work. I'm just saying, people who come to work and keep quiet and they do their job, I'm more comfortable and at ease and at peace when I work around them type of people. People who come to work and always running their mouth, gossiping, insinuating, and barely getting the job done, always on their phone, always running up on people, whispering in their ear about other people, always gossiping, always got something to say and barely getting the job done, and then complain and blame shift about why they did not get their job done. Huh? I love peace. When people don't speak to me, thank you. Thank you. That's what I want. But here's the thing. Before I click out, when the ignorant realize that you are getting peace and that them not bothering you and not saying nothing to you is actually they're losing and you're winning, then that's when they realize, oh, no, I got to get over here and bother her. Then that's when they get back into the nitpicking, envying, throwing discrepancies, tagging your work ethics and bothering you, whispering and gossiping, laughing out loud. They realize that I gave him a leeway. I gave her a leeway. Man, me being quiet is actually giving her what she wanted. So I'm finna throw a discrepancy and act the fool. See? And see, when you do that, you're giving me more of a reason to not be bothered with you. They're dodos. Shalom.